We are gathered here today in holy matrimony to decide the name for what maybe one other person is listening to right now. The podcast.
Generous.
You say generous? Yeah. To what I'm listening to in the edit. All right. Let's just lay it out there. Let's just lay out. Oh, by the way.
Hey, guys. I'm Alex.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. By the way, first episode, never even said our names.
Not gonna.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be
I'm a Big Milk and Alex. Let's lay out the names we have, and then we can deep dive into the debate and why Alex doesn't want to be here.
There's no debate to be had.
All right, here we go. In no particular order, we have Fulcrum come in. I'm in the wrong DMs. What was it? Goofing around or
just goofing it.
Just goofing it. We have arguably funny, sometimes funny, Jot and Gab, and we have Argy Bargy.
Argy Bargy.
Argy.
And into a little bit of Argy Bargy.
We're not the British.
Where did that come from? What possessed you to think of that?
I was looking up discussion was the word in it. And then I clicked on synonyms.
In it.
So you put discussion in a thesaurus.
Yeah. I was just putting in words like what we do. Like, talking, goofing, chatting, trying to find stuff. That one's not good.
Argy Bargy is not good?
No.
Bargy.
Certainly not.
What made you think that? Was it Jay sending the killing himself gift when you suggested it?
I thought that was like I fell in excitement.
Oh, that was like I jumped off this building because I'm so happy.
I'm all for Argy Bargy. I'm so for it, I'll hit the concrete at 100 miles an hour.
I just want to get off the table that we had a name picked out 2 days ago that we all agreed was okay. I'm confused how Argy Bargy and Jot and Gab got here.
I think the fact that was exactly how we said it then, and you still chose to use the word okay, is why I'm still giving suggestions.
Well, I feel like
okay.
It's always going to be open-ended as to what the perfect thing could be. But we don't need it to be absolutely perfect. We just need it to have a name.
For me, it was, we got to decide on a name. Here's a list. That one's cool. I don't really like that one because it's kind of goof. It's like kids. Arguably funny's okay. Oh, what kind of car are you going to buy? Let's go do this stunt. Forgotten about for hours.
Well,
so I was like, me and Alex said, fuck you to Jay. And I woke up today and was like, I got to put in the work because Jay just keeps trying to get us to decide on this.
What's up? I'm Ima.
Ima keeps trying to get us to decide on this, and we're not doing anything.
Well, I did,
so
though.
I'm like, let me do some heavy lifting. Let me try and get something that's awesome.
But I did decide with Jay and you separately and together that I liked Arguably Funny. And then I thought it was over.
I never got Gavin's confirmation.
I don't know. I honestly...
You don't like it?
It's not bad.
Oh,
but I think that it was in the list and it didn't even register to me. a thought. Like it was like goofing it. Like it's on the list because it was said.
Like
no, it was on the list because I was like, well, what do we do in this podcast? Well, we're trying to be funny and we arguably funny. But Argy Bargy. Then this guy took mine and this guy took Arguably Funny and went, what kind of fucking word soup? What kind of fucking salad can I make with this fucking bullshit? Argy Bargy.
Here's my biggest gripe.
Here we go.
What I was just saying there is that, not that it's bad, but it didn't register for me. I read that and it screams college humor or dangerously funny. 2010 millennial meme site.
What does Argy Bargy scream to you?
Something different.
Uh-huh. You know what Argy Bargy screams to me? A pirate podcast. This is not a pirate podcast.
It screams beans and toast to me.
Yeah, it does. Oh, you bit Argy Bargy in it.
Well, what about Jot and Gab?
Here's what I'll say about the Got the Jab podcast.
Got the jab.
Here's what I'll say about the Got the Jab. It is okay.
I like that it has all of our initials. That's cool.
Yeah.
But really, like, that's
We
like a thing for us, you know? Nobody's
Yeah.
really gonna.
We take notes and we gab about it.
Well, it's the same thing with arguably funny.
That's like when game developers put Easter eggs in games for themselves, you know? It's like, oh, nobody's ever gonna fucking see this or
Well, no,
notice
because
what's going on.
then
just-
it's a bit. Then we open and he's Jay and I'm Gavin, and then one day he's Jot and I'm Gavin.
Yeah, and Alex is just
All
the
right,
guy who
and I'm
watches. Yeah.
chopped liver, yeah?
Who is the person clicking that? Because like the guy from SpongeBob, the real dude, the pirate guy, that would be the guy who clicks Argy Bargy. I just want normal people. I don't know, like
I feel like with a podcast, you're not going on the podcast feed and scrolling and going, that has a cool name. Let me start and watch 500 episodes of that. You're looking something up and you get episode 57, Street Sweeper Murders, and it's from the Argy Bargy podcast, and you're like, that's weird. And then you remember that name and you see it again and you're like, Argy Bargy, I remember that.
I agree. Names of episodes probably matter a little more because
I agree.
I listen to podcasts that I couldn't even tell you the name of them. You know, I more listen for the subject matter, and then I remember the people, and I don't remember the name of the actual show.
I
Yeah.
agree. Initially, I tried to look at it too when I came up with the two names as something marketable. Like, this is just going to be something for us. It's just a passion project. If it isn't, I don't want to get fuck-faced, right?
Yeah.
Like, they had an unsellable show. The only reason why they had any business doing anything more than talking was because they were a part of Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say, "Oh yeah, let's go sell my FanDuel commercial on fuckface." Argy Bargy, all that shit. Like, I can't see a T-shirt with Argy Bargy on it or Jot and Gab. Like, it's just such a weird thing to be like. Someone sees someone wearing a shirt that says Jot and Gab, and they get a conversation out of it that makes sense. The Fuckface podcast was that way because it was like that. They had the idea first. Fuckface is a thing that you do. You go out of your way to hinder your own life by being stupid. That's fuckfacing. We're not jotting and gabbing. We don't have a thing to make into a podcast. It's just, we're starting basic.
Yeah, I agree. They had, a fucking platform before that, so they can really call it whatever the fuck they want.
You don't think we're gabbing?
Yeah, we are
We're
gabbing,
using our
but we're
gabs.
not British. But we're not British. Come back to the mainland, man.
Anybody have any new suggestions to throw
Well,
out?
that's what I'm saying. We all need to be happy with it. So I'm not forcing arguably funny. Just like, I think Jot and Gab is okay. I think we all think Jot and Gab is okay. But we need something that we're all going to be happy with.
Maybe we also...
I had another note
Sure, go ahead.
about. Yeah, thank you. I had another note about we're calling ourselves funny from the outright. That's our sell. We're funny, but we argue and it's funny. That makes more sense.
Maybe the arguably funny is the double entendre. Are these people funny? Well, it's arguable.
So I could go for arguably funny.
I liked sometimes funny more initially. I think they're both fine. That's why I recommended both of them. But that's why I recommended both of them. I don't know if we're ever going to get something absolutely perfect, but I also don't want the thing where all three of us are going to put time into to be like, sometimes funny. Yeah. Like, I want it to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm happy with it. Sure. I'm happy with Jot and Gab. I jot the Gab. I got the jab.
What do you got, tough guy?
Big Milk and his gang.
So,
Big Milking his gang.
Oh my God. Footlong with a side of guys.
milk my foot long.
Oh my God. I think that's his solo podcast, the spin-off series.
I'm good with arguably funny. I'm
Here we
still
go.
gonna think about it.
This
We
guy's
could-
never going to forget.
I think that we'd hit the gold mine somewhere and then swap it
Okay,
all out.
Episode 50.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Other names we don't go with, even if arguably funny isn't the name we go with, they can be names of other, like, quote unquote, series of things like this. This is going to be extra content. It's going to need a name.
Oh, this is going on Patreon?
Patreon exclusive. Not true. Yeah, go to patreon.com/jotandgab.
Jot and
Argy Bargy. Spell that one out.
Argy Bargy.
Use code ARGY at checkout.
That's ARGY.
When are you guys gonna start doing the music thing?
Like a band or something, you saying?
Wow.
Is this the intro to our podcast? Wow. The Wow podcast.
Wow.
No, we don't have a truth social. I don't know why Gavin said that at the end of the last episode. We don't have
I
a
didn't
truth
make
social.
it yet.
Yeah, because we don't have a name.
They wouldn't let me in without
Jot
a name.
and Gab on Truth Social.
We'd get terminated instantly.
We'll just take a little part of each of our names. We'll take the first letter of my name. We'll take the first letter of Alex's, and we'll take the last letter of yours.
Gadge.
Jan.
Gay.
Oh, wait. That is not the last letter of my name. This guy got me.
Your name's Jay.
Jan?
I don't. Just move on. I said just shut up. I don't know where Jan came from. It was the first letter of my name, the first letter of your name, and the fucking last letter of my name. I got Gavin completely out of there. It should have been Gan. Here we go. Podcast title ideas from Chat GPT. We have comedy lighthearted, laugh out loud. Let's see if we can.
Is that it?
See if we can trademark laugh out loud.
Oh, goofs and gaffs.
Is funny haha taken?
Funny haha. Sometimes haha. Sometimes funny haha.
Sometimes haha. I think I like that.
Sometimes, haha.
No, just haha. Sometimes
Sometimes
haha.
haha.
That's not good for this search.
Arguably haha. Sometimes hee hee.
How about this sit on my face podcast?
I'm putting all my votes into that one. I'm Jerry. Wait, what? Gerrymandering? No,
Jerry.
I'm ballot stuffing. Yeah, I'm Jerry. I am ballot stuffing the sit on my face podcast.
I think there's some variation of the arguably funny where the funny is a laugh. The
What?
haha really got me. If we could make that work.
Sometimes, haha.
Okay, here's my criticism.
Yeah.
I come up with something and you're like, nah, that's too serious. How can we make it fucking stupid? Arguably funny. I don't want a word for that. Can we put a sound in? Can we make a sound there? Can we make a noise?
To me, when I read it,
Oh my.
it is 2012 radio station or meme website run by 40-year-olds aimed at 20-year-olds.
Yeah, so you want to get under that with Argy Bargy. You're going straight
Yes,
to 6-year-olds.
I'm trying to
You
go
wanna
for
goofing around. The next generation.
24-year-olds to the youth.
0-year-olds.
We're trying to reach the youth, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Trying to
what
teach
was
these
just
kids.
goofing around. Just goofing around.
Hey, what's up, guys? We just goofing around.
That's a fucking radio show for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why it's not bad, but it just has like a vibe to me that I can't shake.
My thought is like, I want to be proud of this thing. I want to be like, I'm at Thanksgiving. My whole family's there. My whole fucking circle of families there. I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking producer on the Argy Bargy podcast.
You would understand.
Yeah. You wouldn't understand. It doesn't appeal to you. We're going
We're looking for the 3-year-olds.
7-year-olds, yeah. Go to the kids' table. Who are we trying to attract here? And I don't think I want to be a part of this anymore.
This all dumbs down to that. I'm okay with it. I feel like there's nothing along the lines that you're looking for that I'm gonna like more than what you're saying. More than arguably funny is what I'm trying to say. I'm good with it.
Alex, you want to throw a wrench into things here? Let's hear some of your ideas.
I really like milking my footlong, but
The Sit and Spin podcast.
if you guys pick sit and spin over milking my footlong, I'm gonna be so mad.
You think the first graders listening to the Argy Bargy podcast are confused by what that bleep just was?
I own the
Okay.
trademark on Argy Bargy now.
This guy just bought the domain.
Go daddy.
You're not allowed to use that anymore. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I'm happy with Arguably Funny.
I'm not anymore, now that we've talked
All right.
about it for...
Square one.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Someone want to write it on a paper?
A paper?
Yeah.
What
Are we
paper?
making a contract?
Write it on a paper, and then you put it under your pillow,
What's my salary?
and the tooth CEO shows up.
Mr. Spotify flies through my window.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah.
It's entirely possible. All right, wrap it up.
All right. See ya. Play the outro. Sing the outro, Goob. That's great. Oh, it's still going. Encore. I didn't know there was a B-side to that. Okay, well, this isn't even the main podcast, so can't say it's the end of... oh, sorry. Go on.
I know you talk over me.
You can just be the background music while it wraps up, and then you come in really loud towards the end when I stop talking. Like the Halo 3 main menu music. Next episode of the main podcast, we have to spend time talking about what to
Gavin's
name the
Footlong.
side quest.
Everyone's so interested.
Maybe that will be the thumbnail.
Gavin's Footlong?
The one I sent you.
Yeah. On Snapchat, you gotta send me the whole thing. I'm all for jagging and gagging in the episode titles and the thumbnails and everything else. I just wanted a concrete foundation of the basic name. I'm all for massive, big dong boner storm in the title.
Yeah.
Someone else wrap it up. I did the intro.
I thought we
cover.
wrapped. I thought that part was out.
Oh. See ya.